சும்மா உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கிறேன்.
சும்மா தெரியுதுன்னா உனக்கு அவ்வளவு கேவலமா? அது எவ்வளவு கஷ்டம் தெரியுமா?
Dear friends, we all know that being in a good circle of friends will always help you to motivate, keep yourself motivated. And I just bring two such examples. Normally, I used to say like what I'm today is just because of my friends. And Ravi is my friend, and you might be knowing, many of you might be knowing already, you might have contacted these two people who are going to talk about how to succeed in life. It's not about just writing exams and passing out and coming out with one rank or something like that. So I think like they are the best people to tell you what you can do next. But all are first years, PhD first year and MSc first years. Only first years are
MSc and PhD first years. Okay. This is a one of the crossroads where you can plan your next few years with some clarity, and especially for people who can't afford to take an year off or something like that. Like MSc is 2 years and PhD will be 3 to 5 years. You can you can structure and plan your life, because there are two types of theories generally floated around. One is that burning your boats, that is going all in. You take a plan and then you go all in for that plan. In that case, the thing is that if you are committed to a particular plan, then you will succeed. This is one of the strategy which a lot of people are following that, and then they suggest that to other people. I had a different plan with I always suggest to have a very good plan B. So you are having a plan A in your life, you should always have a fallback plan B. Now what does that plan B, which is very good or which is equally good, gives you is that gives you a confidence and a peace of mind to pursue the plan A. But the only catch in this is you have to do double the hard work that is required, because you have to now compensate for your efforts, time and energy that you spend in plan B. It should not affect your plan A. That is the catch in following this strategy. It will you have to be ready to like use all the 24 hours in your hand. Basically, I have found that though I suggest this strategy with two plans, with a very good plan B and more than 24 hours to be put in the 2 years. Basically, I find what works for the people is to judge which of the plan, or even a third type of approach also can work. Basically, it has to give you a sense of steadiness in your mind and approach, so that you focus on your goal and then spend your time in the goal without wavering to daily ups and downs. So which of the approach gives you that peace of mind, or which gives you that steadfast approach, is to be decided by you. You can see some people are very happy with the approach where you go all in. So what works for you is to be judged by you. I have seen people with going all out and getting what they want. I know people who have like myself including, having a very good plan B and then able to approach plan A with full confidence. So this either way, this is about approach. Either way, you need to have a plan in place, and then you should follow with a schedule. So if you target something in the next 2 years, then what matters is how do you manage your time for the next 2 years. The next 2 years is a very clear-cut time, and that time is equal to everybody. So when you have 24 hours in a day, then that 24 hours is available for everybody, including you. And how do you manage the 24 hours, and what are the plans you have for the 24 hours, and how do you execute it in a consistent manner is what will separate you from the others, or what will separate you from your goal. So this is a very broad framework in which I am talking. You as an individual person, even when I have completed my BSc and I was going into MSc, there were multiple options. In fact, in my mind, there was like, there are different paths, and what is set for me, or what will I like to do in my life, were all question marks, and there were debates in my mind which direction to proceed. But then at certain point of life, especially in the mode in which you people are, you have reached that crossroad, and now it is the time to take one of those roads, and definitely you will have to skip the other road. This happens in life as you go on, and to an extent I have found whatever road you take, finally as an individual, what do you contribute to the society matters, and you will be able to deliver it in a good manner in whatever road you go. So there is no lesser road as of my experience and what I understood in last 2 decades of life. Whatever road you chose, there is no lesser road. So if you feel I got a plan A and I didn't get it and I am going on the plan B, it doesn't mean it is a lesser road. That is one of the things which I found out. And it doesn't mean that if you get a plan A, then also you are going to do wonderfully, because there also you need to keep in mind for what was the purpose you took that plan and how are you going to approach. So there are a lot of these are the 2 things I want to clear out first, that you take the approach which is best suited for your mind, which keeps your mind steadfast in your schedule and in your plan. That you have to decide yourself. When you decide yourself, you are very sure of following that. And the second thing is, there is no lesser road. This should give you confidence in a sense that nobody can take away the knowledge and the hard work and the effort you put in, even if you fail in executing your plan. This I am very confident, because I have seen people who have struggled and so-called failed, but because of the hard work and the knowledge they gained during their preparation, it never put them in a precarious situation. In fact, the knowledge and hard work really helped them shine in whatever they could do in life. So these are the 2 things that have to be remembered, and it can sometimes clear the cloud if you have some doubts, cloud of doubts and fear of failure in your head. Now coming to the path which I traveled is in civil services, and I remember my first interview where the UPSC the board chairman asked me that you are in a MSc molecular biology, and you are very apt for a scientist. Why do you want to come to civil service? Then I told him that I have really 2 minds about it, and if you don't give me civil service, I will go to become a scientist. This was the state of my mind, and the answer which I gave in civil service was, which the board thought that it's a very honest answer, and they gave me. good marks in that interview, though the answer appeared to be less committed. That way, I find, and I still get the reinforcement that being honest with yourself and being true to yourself, even under difficult circumstances, gives you a lot of confidence and a lot of good things in your life, which it has given me. So that is also one of the things that you look into yourself. What do you want to do? Definitely, you will have a lot of ideas and competing roads to take. Carefully evaluate it, take your own decision after a lot of time, and once you decide, after putting in a lot of understanding and research about yourself as well as the things the roads offer, then when you take a decision, it becomes very firm. And when other persons suggest you in the middle of your path that this is bad, this is good, you got it covered. So the amount of time you invest in taking the decision is also very important. So if you want to take 1 month to really understand all your options, give full time to read about it. If you want to become a scientist, you go through the full details. What are the exams? What are the avenues? What your life will be? What is a lab work? What is science? What is better in our country? What is better in other countries? Really go into it and gather full information. And it has to be done swiftly. Like if you have another option of going into some other exams like civils or something else, then really understand what are the full exams, what will be your method of studying, what will after you get into service, what are the how your life will be. All those things, when you put time and effort and understand, and then after that when you take a decision, then your decision is very strong, and other people cannot waver your decisions. So these are the broad three things which I want to tell. And if you have any specific questions about civil services, I will be glad to interact. And even if any other doubts arise your mind in how to plan this thing, that's also welcome. Now I will leave the floor back to Yasin.
So now I invite Dr. Periyasamy to interact with students.
Yeah, thank you, Ashin. I first sincerely apologize for due to some network problem, I could not able to join you. So I come out of the house. Actually, I came to a village. It's little difficulty in accessing the networks. So thank you, Ravi, for covering fully. And Ravi is my batchmate, even though I respect him, brilliant and great personality. What he has mentioned, the failures. I am a such kind of person. I face failures all stages. It's +2 or only place which I passed is agriculture without any arrears. So failure means it's not arrears, but although I am school first in +2, but it doesn't secure me. I wanted to become an engineer or engineering, but I can mix up Tamil and English. Is it fine, Ashin?
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir, it's fine.
Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. So I wanted to become an engineer. After +2, I joined in agriculture. First year of agriculture, as all of you have undergone the same struggle from being a Tamil medium, from a remote village, from illiterate farmers family, had trouble in clearing the exams in first semester. But it doesn't put me in difficult situations. We also have good friends and good teachers. And I am always proud of the agriculture graduates and agriculture degree, which molded me, and I believe strongly all of you are get molded. Agriculture படிச்ச எந்த ஸ்டூடெண்டா இருந்தாலும் எந்த சுச்சுவேஷன்லயும் வந்து we can face it. It's called master of all, jack of none. So that is the concept on which we have studied all subjects in agriculture. Now I congratulate all of you for coming out of Tamil Nadu, securing a place and selecting it. But it may be a difficult. Some of you might have wanted a first rank, but you might not have got it. You wanted some other place, you might not have got it. It happens in everybody. So the struggle is, life is with struggles. So I take my example. When I completed my agriculture, I wanted to go for a job due to family situation. I was looking for a job. That time I was paid 3,500 in EID Pari. I worked for 4-5 months. Then that time itself, we are the Trichy campus. I studied in Trichy ADS and RI, third batch. Few of the seniors got ICR fellowship and joined in different university. Few of seniors joined. One senior joined in Pusa. So we just completed in November. We wanted to go, but I am not sure of going for masters. Then I worked for 4-5 months. I got some 15,000 salary saved. Then I and few of batchmates have joined and went to Delhi. That has changed a lot, I can say. டெல்லி போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் பூசால இருக்கிறப்ப தான் படிக்கிறதுனா என்னன்னே தெரிஞ்சது. சொல்ல போனா அங்க இருக்கிற காம்படிஷன், அந்த ஐசிஆர் ஃபெலோஷிப் படிச்சது, இட்ஸ் a memorable. I think you all might have undergone the same. I am happy that Yasin has done a wonderful job in molding you and bringing you up into the level to success. அந்த மாதிரி போய் நாங்களும் படிச்சோம். பட் அன்பார்ச்சுனேட்லி நாங்க ஒரு 3 ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு டூ மாஸ்டர்ஸ் இஃப் ஐ டென்ட் கெட் எ ஃபெலோஷிப். தட்ஸ் வாட் மை எய்ம். ஆஸ் ஐ பூசாக்கு போய் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அட்டெம்ப்ட் எழுதி நல்லா தான் படித்தேன். படிக்கிறதுல ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை. பட் எக்ஸாம்ல ஒரு சில கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாம் தப்பா பண்ணதுனால வந்து ஐ டென்ட் கெட் குட் ரேங்க். சம் 130 ஆர் சம்திங். ஐ ஆப்டட் ஃபார் பிளான்ட் சயின்ஸ். அதுல என்னாச்சுன்னா 3 ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் போனோம். 3 பேரும் வந்து சீட் கிடைச்சா ஃபெலோஷிப் கிடைச்சா படிப்போம், இல்லாட்டி படிக்க வேண்டாம் அப்படிங்கிற எய்மு. அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து 2 பேருக்கு வந்து தே காட் ஃபெலோஷிப், தே ஜாயின்ட். அதுக்கப்புறம் வீட்டுக்கு வந்து என்ன பண்றதுன்னு தெரியல. You know the pain when you don't have a job or you complete a degree. If you go to home and stay alone, stay for some while, it is difficult to face relatives comments, especially when you stay. என்ன ஜாப் கிடைக்கலையா, வேலை கிடைக்கலையா, என்ன பண்றதா உத்தேசம், அவங்க வந்து கேஷுவலா கேட்கறாங்க. பட் நமக்கு வந்து அது இட் வில் ஹர்ட் அஸ் மோர். அந்த மாதிரி சுச்சுவேஷன்ல இல்லாம then I decided I will go to what to do. I don't know. I was little upset. Then my parents have told, if you want to go. Then I came to TNAU to meet my seniors and friends. Then there is suddenly agriculture officer has announced. Then I prepared for agriculture officer exam by saying that getting the same money. And the meanwhile, I also prepared for ICR JRF again. I went to Pusa for 1 month, where Ravi and my batchmate Arul and all were doing MSc first year. They have completed Gopal and all. So I stayed and I prepared and I eliminated the mistakes which I did in first attempt, first previous ICR exam. Then I was able to get 5th rank and I got plant pathology as a choice for masters. Even getting a plant pathology also, I never had aim to prepare for civil service. Civil service na என்னன்னே தெரியாது, அதுக்கும் ஆசையும் இல்லை. MSc ல போனா நாங்க 3 பேர் தமிழ் batchmates தான். James was one guy. He said we will go for abroad for studies PhD. So we were MSc, I was preparing for TOEFL and GRE. Ravi and all was preparing for civil service. His mind is very clear. There are people that time itself, because after completing masters and PhD, there are no ARS exams for 4-5 years. Tamil Nadu, there is no TNPC exams. There is a little vacuum in the terms of jobs. So few of the seniors also struggling after completing PhD, what to do, JRF to join a SRF or RA post. அந்த சுச்சுவேஷன்ல வந்து நாங்க போய் MSc ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டு சரி ஓகே நம்ம அப்ராட் போலான்னு சொல்லி MScல வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர்ல வந்து JRF இது TOEFL GRE ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம், நானும் ஜேம்ஸுங்கிற 2 பேர் சேர்ந்து. பட் எனக்கு பாஸ்போர்ட் கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு 1 வருஷம் ஆனதுனால TOEFL GRE மார்ச்ல எழுதலாம் இருந்தேன். ரிசர்ச் வந்ததுனால நான் எழுதல. பட் ஜேம்ஸ் when he got a fellowship in எங்களோட யூஎஸ்ல ஒரு லெபார்டரிக்கு போயிட்டு he has done PhD and he settled there in US. Then நான் MSc முடிச்சிட்டு then I wrote again for PhD exam for IRA ல சீட் கிடைச்சிச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் 3 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன பண்றது அப்படிங்கிற கொஸ்டின். when first year I was doing, அப்பதான் வந்து எல்லாரும் சிவில் சர்வீஸ்ல நம்மளும் எழுதலாமா வேண்டாமான்னு ஒரு டயலமோ. அப்ப பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு ARS எக்ஸாம் வந்திருந்தது. அதுல வந்து சிவில்ஸ் எழுதாம வந்து ARS எழுதுறவங்கல்ல யாரும் செக்யூர் பண்ண முடியல சீட்டு. ஒரு சீட் 2 சீட்டு நாங்கெல்லாம் எதிர்பார்த்து சயின்டிஸ்ட் இவங்கெல்லாம் பக்கா சயின்டிஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எதிர்பார்த்த 1 or 2 people could not clear the ARS exam. But they are better now, but it doesn't matter. But அவங்க கிளியர் பண்ணாதது வந்து I also got disturbed. இதுல சயின்ஸ்ல இருந்தா நம்ம வந்து ஜாப் கிடைக்கிறது கஷ்டம், நம்ம வந்து PhD முடிச்சுட்டு ஜாப் தேவைங்கிற ஒரு அரிச்சு இருந்தது. அதனால வந்து I started for civil service. This was my preparation. I never had aim to prepare civil services, but what Ravi said, plan A and plan B, that is definitely needed. My plan was A was to prepare for civil services, plan B was to go for PDF to abroad, because my MSc research was good and good research, and so I could able to publish papers, planning to publish papers. அதனால வந்து அந்த பிளானை வச்சுட்டு I prepared for civil service. First attempt I have not prepared well, but still I cleared prelims, mains, then went for the interview. But interview also I could not do well, but I accepted my mistakes because cover பண்ணல, நிறைய மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்ட்டு I failed. But the second attempt, which I was mentally prepared and strongly preparation wise very strong, then I also appeared again. I went up to interview. I was expecting that I will get some rank, but when results came, it was shocking. I did not get any rank. In the meanwhile, there was a ARS exam which came. I just casually appeared for that exam and I qualified. Then I decided that I will go for ARS. I will join scientist and started giving thesis seminar. There was one, my guide, Tamil madam only. She is retired and she is settled in Coimbatore. She said, I don't like to see the people who quit. If you want to welcome to, you wanted to join scientist, that is welcome. But I don't want the person you quit. You succeed and then leave the choose scientist. I am happy and you should have done a justice. Then I decided that I will again appear. Anyway, one job is there. So I appeared again. I didn't prepare for my third attempt very well. What I did was I just casually, I discussed with whoever wrote exams where, which question to attempt, and mentally I oriented myself to complete the papers in time management and answer management, and how to impress the teacher in a simple language. What I analyzed, I found is some of the questions which I choose, I wrote in exams were very scientific. Even the agriculture professor of entomology cannot read and understand that. I have too technically I have written. So what I understood the third attempt, it is that simple language and explaining in a simple words. We have to see யார் வந்து நம்ம எக்ஸாம் திருத்த போறாங்க, அவங்க எந்த ப்ரொஃபஸரா இருந்தாலும் அவங்களுக்கு புரியணும். அக்ரானமி டீச்சரா இருந்தாலும் ஜெனடிக்ஸ் எழுதுறது புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். ஜெனடிக்ஸ் ப்ரொஃபஸரா இருந்தாலும் பேத்தாலஜியோட சயின்டிபிக் நேம் தவிர மீதி எல்லாம் என்டமாலஜியோட பொட்டானிக்கல் நேம் இதை தவிர மீதி எல்லாத்தையும் அவருக்கு தெரியற மாதிரி எழுதணும். அதுதான் மெயின் எய்ம். அந்த டைமுக்குள்ள முடிக்கணும். அந்த மார்க்குக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி வெயிட்டேஜ் கொடுத்து எழுதணும்னு சிம்பிள் டிப்ஸ் தான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணேன். Third attempt I was successful and I joined railways where Ravi is working the same service. I wrote mains and joined. Fourth attempt also I got service, then I moved to customs. This service presently I am there. Fifth attempt also I wrote. Every year I was gone to interview and I was writing. But unfortunately there are some lucks. I could say that some of the papers which was pulling down. One of the paper I could say essay which I got very good marks, gradually it has come down. So it happens for all. So this is the path which I have chosen, and I had a plan B of going for a scientist. Fortunately, my third attempt I cleared, and in the meanwhile, I was also completed my research, so I could able to complete both degree and. But what I intended to say, the life has lot of challenges. One has to prepare. நீங்க தான் நம்மளோட லைஃபை நம்ம தான் முடிவு பண்ணணும். You are at right time. ஒரு சிலருக்கு வந்து நீங்க எக்ஸாம்ல தப்பு பண்ணதுனால உங்க ரேங்க் பின்னாடி போயிருக்குன்னு நினைக்கலாம். வாட் எவர் யூ சூஸ், த பெஸ்ட் திங் நவ் இஸ் த பெஸ்ட் டைம். எம்எஸ்சியும் பிஹெச்டியும் தான். இதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து நீங்க இந்த 3 வருஷம் கஷ்டப்படுறதுல தான் வந்து உங்களோட ஃபியூச்சர்ல வந்து யூ கேன் செட்டில் ஃபார் ஃபியூச்சர், வெல் செட்டில் இன் ஃபியூச்சர். நான் என்ன அட்வைஸ் பண்ணுவேன்னா, நீங்க எதுனாலும் எடுங்க. இட்ஸ் நாட் தட் ஒன்லி யூ ஷுட் கம் ஃபார் சிவில் சர்வீஸ் ஆர் யூ ஷுட். There are plenty of choices and opportunities. Whatever the path you took, you do it sincerely in these 3-4 years. 3 years. If you take civil services, I can tell the success will be guaranteed. Actually, I should say that a civil service exam only molded me a different line. Each attempt failures and success and then preparation has imbibed a confidence and courage to face any kind of difficult situations. ஒரு சக்சஸ் ஃபெயிலியர் வந்து நம்ம பார்த்து பயந்துடக்கூடாதுங்கிறத வந்து ஐ ஹவ் லேர்ன்ட் இன் த்ரூ திஸ் எக்ஸாம். அதனால வந்து நீங்க எடுக்கிற பாத்து வந்து ரைட்டான பாத்தா எடுங்க. ஈவன் சயின்டிஸ்ட் கேரியர் இஸ் குட், பட் அதுல பெஸ்டா இருக்கணும்னு நினைங்க உங்களோட விருப்பத்துக்கு தான். ஒரு ஸ்டேஜுக்கு அப்புறம் வாட் ரவி செட் ஆஃப்டர் 20 years you feel the same wherever it is there. You wanted to earn money, you go to a business. It's not a tough job. Even எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச என்னோட கிளாஸ்மேட்ஸ் எல்லாம் I can say some of them who started after masters nursery project. He has purchased 2-3 houses and he is doing good. He has shop fertilizer pesticides shop. His day are going good and he is happy with that. He has chosen his path of that business line. And one of the batchmates who started in a share market, she is excelling in share market. She has come in Podiga TV and all to teach how to trade a share. I am surprised and mesmerized to see. Few of my batchmates have gone to MBA, line of MBA, and they are settled in companies, big companies of this thing. So being an agriculture graduate, you don't narrow down your option to one or two. Wherever you are, there you can excel. Now it's the right time. Whatever you like, you can go ahead. All the fields are open for you. Some of them are gone to banks. They are also good. At initial period, bank people have suffered, or they say it's a struggling more time. But later on, they were very comfortable once you reach DGM level. There are people who joined private. I said no. One of my senior who joined in a private company, non-name seed company. Now he is international head with a short span of 20 years of time, and his earnings are in dollar. So the options are plenty. Now, one advantage of being an agriculture student is our fraternity is well connected, very strong. உங்களுக்கு போய் எங்க போய் நான் வந்து அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் எந்த ஒரு ஹையர் லெவல் ப்ரொஃபஸரோ யாரோ டீச்சர்ஸோ அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேட்டரோ அல்லது கம்பெனிஸ் இருக்கிறவங்களையே கேட்டீங்கன்னா they will intended to help you. They will treat you all sisters and brothers. So you can freely reach to them without any hesitation. Sir, I have done my BSc agriculture from this campus. I have come here. You can meet them in a with open invitation. All of you are invited. That is the one good fraternity. I am always feel proud, and it is extended to all of you. It's not only by me. I am now also. I am last week one of the senior who works in Bayer Crop Science. I happened to meet him. Till the time I was also hi this thing. Once he said agriculture, sir, where did you do? That conversation totally changed as if we are a family members and relatives. That feel has come. So you also should feel that. I think all of you are going to a different places across many places. There will be our own seniors and friends will be there. You utilize them, and we are there to guide you always and help you out for any kind of things. Yasin has done a wonderful job and getting you good inspirationally motivated you to succeed. And I think some of you have contacted Ravi, and I also happen to see any problems are there, you can feel free to interact with me, or any of you have difficulties in getting anything from TNAU, you can let me know. But only thing they were saying, it's a little advanced, so because the things in system moves little late. So prepare yourself eventualities, and be prevention is always better than cure. When we go at last minute, it happens at last minute sometimes, but we can try to avoid that. You anticipate that this certificate will not come before this time, better to attack them in 4-5 days before. Immediately onwards, reach out to them. I am here as long as in Coimbatore. Any help required at university, I am ready to do it. Anyway, you have my numbers noted, and always you SMS or WhatsApp me. If I have not picked up the call, I am ready to help you out for any kind of thing. And that's what I wanted to tell. One thing, you choose your career now. Even whatever, this is the best time. You have come after graduation, you are going to explore the entire world. It's not that India only. You have come out of Tamil Nadu now. You are gone out of going out of Tamil Nadu to studies, but you should look for bigger in the world universe. You can reach. With best wishes, I share my number